Yes, Ancient Orangey. Oh, Ancient Orangey. Oh, Ancient Orangey. Hi, honey. Hello there, Bruce. Hello there, Lavender. How you doing? How you doing on this Monday? Hopefully you had a good Monday, either at work or at school or at a cat cafe or whatever you might be doing on this day. As we look at Ancient Orange here. Don't bite me, buddy. Don't bite me. If you're new to this live, say yourself hello. If you don't mind, say hello to the chat. Bruce, no, Zelda did not poop, unfortunately, today. So she hasn't pooped since Friday, so it's been a couple of days. Hopefully tonight. I also do have a little bit of update on Zelda that I'll go over when there's a few more in the chat when we get down to Zelda. Lavender, you've been congested lately. Do you get some allergies? Well, my wife's been sneezing quite a bit recently, too. She's been having some ragweed problems. I guess ragweed is really out right now. Hello there, John. You had a great day. Awesome to hear, John. Glad you're doing well. Who's that, Mr. Tang? Who's that? Elizabeth, you had a good day also. You planted some fig trees. Spent a lot of time cuddling. I was going to say tuddling or whatever, for whatever reason. Cuddling with the kitty. You just have one kitty, Elizabeth? I'd say Mr. Tanger had a pretty good day, along with Mr. Yoda. If you happen to be new to this live stream, say hello, please, if you don't mind. I always like to try to welcome people that are new and people that might want to join this little cat community of ours. Hello there, love our pups. How you doing? How you doing? Bruce, I'm kind of worried about Zelda too, so I understand. Like I said, we'll give it a little update here in a bit. John saying hello to Elizabeth, and the Pookie Bear is amazing. Is that the kitty, Pookie Bear? Bye, Yoda. We'll see you in a smidge. Love your toy pups. I'm doing well on this Monday. Got some energy for today, which is always a good thing. These lives always seem to give me energy after a struggly, hard work day. Betty, hello. How you doing on this Monday? Hope things are going well for you. Bruce, can you elaborate on the comment, if you don't mind, what you mean by that? What's going on with Tranquil, if you feel free to say. Hello there, Tayson. Cute little babies, for sure. Cute little fur babies, right? Hello there, Kitten. It's an interesting name. Your cat, this kitty here. You're talking about this one, Kitten? This is Tang, if you're talking about Mr. Tang here. Mr. Tang is about 3 years old. He's a little lovey little orange tabby. Hello there, Jennifer. How are things going for you, Jennifer? Hopefully you had a good day, a good weekend, all that good stuff. Kitten, a different name. What's the kitty's name there, Kitten, if you don't mind me asking? And if you want to share. If any of you want to join this channel, feel free to. Lots of cat videos here. Lots of other good kitty channels here also. Pretty much most of the channels, especially those that are in blue, are good channels. Good cat channels. Kitten, your cat is exactly like this kitty and meows a lot, but the other cat fights. Bruce, there's talk on the news that Hurricane Francine hitting that state that she lives. Oh, okay. I have not looked at that, Bruce. I need to take a look at the weather then. John talked to Tranquil on the phone last night. She is okay, but has some financial issues going on at the moment. Um, okay. Yeah, John, we really need to try to get Tranquil to set up like a GoFundMe or like a PayPal kind of situation for herself. Kitten, the first one, his name is Moose, and the orange one is named Pumpkin. Awesome. We're just hanging here with Mr. Tang here. Do any of you have orange tabbies? Bruce, I know you have an orange tabby. Kitten, I think you must have an orange tabby. Does anybody else have a raised tabby? Give me a thumbs up in chat if you have a raised tabby. Oh, Mr. Tang. Also, though, new to the chat, if this is your first time seeing this channel before, my name is Adam, aka Catattainment. We do have 9 kitty cats here. Our goal of this channel is just to provide some cat fun, some cat education, cat advocacy, pretty much all things cat for the most part. If you have cat-related questions, feel free to type it in chat, and we will answer those questions to the best of our capabilities. Jennifer, you had an orange tabby when you were younger named Tiger. It's a cool name. Was it a female orange tabby or a male orange tabby? Hello there, Tranquil. How you doing today? How you doing? How are the kitties? How is yourself? How are everything down there in Louisiana? It was a male kitty. Yeah, Jennifer, most... Again, excuse me. Most of these orange tabbies that I've ever seen are always been males. Yoda's being a little bit lazy up there, so in a little bit we're going to come hang with Yoda here for a smidge. John, Louis has been extremely playful. You think he's liking the change in the weather? You not like the hot temps, John? Hi, goofball. Twinkle, you have a tropical storm coming your way. Yeah, that's what I think Bruce was saying a little earlier. Tranquil, that you got a little bit of weather coming down your route. Kitten, both cats fight every day on the stairs, and one of them falls down. Kitten, how long has that been going on? And is it like just play fight, or is it a little bit more serious? Jennifer is a little cold this morning, but then warmed up. Yeah, I like the cold personally, Jennifer, so I like when it's getting into the 50s. I love the colder weather, the cold temps, myself. John Louis has had too much floof for the hot temperatures. You ever think about doing like a haircut for him, John? Kitten, it's more serious and it's been going on since you've had them both. How old are they, Kitten, if you don't mind me asking? What are their ages? And are they male, male, female, female, male, female, female, male? Bruce Tranquil on the news and talking about hurricane hitting Louisiana, praying for your safety. Absolutely. Prayers to Tranquil there as far as having a safe time when that hurricane comes for her and her kitties. Jennifer, is that a snowdrop or something? I'm not sure what that is. John, you could shave Louis with your electric hair razor. Well, John, I would definitely put on some gloves and make sure Louis has some gabapentin if you're going to go that route, as far as that goes. Hello there, Jesse. How you doing? How you doing? Jennifer Athena. Oh, okay. Athena typed that. Awesome. She wanted to participate in chat. She's like, give me that phone. I want to say something to Tang here. Kitten, Moose is 2 and Pumpkin is 2. Okay, they're both 2. Kitten, are they fixed? Have they been neutered or are they unneutered males? Excuse me. Jennifer, you've been busy. Awesome. That's good, right? Busy is usually a good thing. Elizabeth, you got a friend that shaves her Maine Coon. Okay. Does she go to like a vet to do that? Or not Jennifer, Elizabeth, I mean. And then Jennifer, on your laptop, and she's sitting right next to it. Yes, that's her laptop, right? What's yours is mine, and what mine is mine. And what that other person's over there, that's mine too, also. Tranquil, your kitties also do that, Joe. Hello, hello. No notification. That's YouTube sometimes, Joe, but I appreciate you stopping by, hanging with us here for a little bit. I know it's late out there in the UK. Let's see. John Louis sheds cotton. Huge swaths of cotton. Interesting. Maybe you need to sell what Louis sheds there, John. Make a little side income going on. Elizabeth, she's a groomer. She goes to a groomer. Okay. Jesse, is Tang by himself? No. I'm gonna kind of go up here. That's Yoda. I'm gonna get to Yoda here in a little bit, but Tang is not by himself. Joe, have you missed much? No, I've been on for about 10 minutes or so, 10, 12 minutes. So just hanging with Tang here. I do have a Zelda update here a little later tonight, but no, not much. Kitten, Pumpkin is the one that sleeps a lot, and Moose, when Pumpkin is sleeping, he usually attacks him. But then they start. That's how the fight is on the stars. Okay, okay. Pumpkin, are they fixed kitties? Are they fixed males? Have they been neutered? Have they gotten the snip yet? Tranquil, you have not been getting notifications. You just got to look out for what you want to watch or want to see. Awesome. John, you can definitely make some things out of Louis, King Louis cotton, his little cotton balls. I will say Tang here, because most of you know Tang recently has been a little not under the weather. He's gotten a scratch here recently with his eye, but that his scratch has been healed up completely, so he's back to normal. He's back to his goofball self. Tranquil, John could knit a sweater for sure. Probably multiple sweaters. I, for one, like the cold. I mean, I don't know about y'all. Maybe y'all kind of bundle up with the cold, bundle up when it gets, snowing outside. But me, I like to be out there, just shorts and a shirt on, and just kind of love that colder weather. Bruce, Tranquil, sometimes you get notified when it's on. Yep. Jesse, who sheds the most out of these 9s? Jesse, I would say, honestly, I would say probably Zelda sheds quite a bit. When we brush them, I mean, they all kind of shed, but I would say we see a lot of Zelda fur. I would say we see a lot of Pandora white tufts around. Definitely Kit, because we see a lot of gray fur, being a gray tabby also. I would say those are our big shedders. I guess my wife is saying tiny. And Tiny definitely does shed for sure. Joe, your cat, S. Joe, with those pronunciations, I forget them. So S, I'm going to call him Ninja. No, I'm going to call him S. This morning was meowing, and you swear he was saying hello. You never heard it before that way. Maybe. Joe, maybe you need to record that. Record that and make a short out of it if you want to. Bruce, if you need more fur, you'll send some from Oreo and Stinky. Nice. Here's a question for everybody, just randomly. I'll ask some questions if y'all don't mind. So, I know Tranquil, your answer to this automatically already is going to be, and I might have asked this before, but I'm going to ask one more time. You would want to go to the state of Oregon, and I know that, Tranquil. But everybody else, though, if y'all could visit a state that you haven't visited yet, what state would you want to visit? Where would you want to go? Just a state. Not a country, but just a state. And why? And then I have one more question as far as that kind of thing goes, as far as states visiting. Awesome, Lavender. You would go to Alaska to see the Aurora Borealis. Borealis. Awesome. Awesome answer there, Lavender. I would agree with you. John, y'all might think Louis sheds the most, but it's actually Ravenpoe. He sheds thin fur all over the house, day in and day out. Jesse never thought about it because all the same with different scenes. True. John, Maine. Why Maine, John? Is there a reason? Is it the weather? Is it the geography? Is it the scenery? Is there a reason? Bruce, Pennsylvania to go see the Liberty Bell. Jennifer, you're thinking Louisiana? Why Louisiana, Jennifer? What's your reason? Is there a particular spot in Louisiana or something? Ah, for Mardi Gras. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. I've heard that that's a bit of a big party, right? Joe, North Carolina to see Rosemary. Well, I appreciate that, Joe. That's a sweet compliment for Rosie. I'll let her know later when we see her. Week-long party for the Mardi Gras. Yep, yep. John, you haven't been to a state? What? So because you haven't been there before and you've been to the 46 other states and you're missing the beauty of Maine. Awesome. Jesse, you're just gonna go to another planet to be left alone, okay? I gotcha. Joe, Scarlett O'Hara wore a hat like this. Yep, it's Tango hair. He's a little movie star, he thinks now. From the 19, like what? Scarlett O'Hara, what is that, like the 1930s or something? Lavender, your cat tried to eat a pistachio. Still, yeah, you probably want to stop him. I think that's a good idea, Lavender. Good call, good call. So here's the opposite question to what I just asked. Now, you cannot use your own state. Repeat, you cannot use your own state. If there was a state that you would warn people never to visit, never, ever, ever visit this state, what state would it be and why? Remember, though, you cannot use the state you live in, but it has to be another state you would tell people never, ever, ever visit, and why? Hello there, Tang. We're going to go up and hang with Yoda here in a moment. John, you're missing Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, and North Dakota. Joe, Miracle is something interesting in Louisiana for sure. Joe, Michigan maybe, or California. How come? Bruce, California, how come? Lavender, Oregon, just don't go to Portland. You used to live in Portland. You know, Portland has some beauty, I'm sure, Lavender, but beyond that, I have no idea. Never been to Portland. I have been in Oregon, though. Lavender, not in Portland, but near Portland. Okay. Like one of the suburbs of Portland, I'm assuming. If anybody happens to be new to this channel, feel free to say hello, hello. Say hi in chat. Nobody here will bite. They might scratch. Joe, you heard that it's bad, but you don't know by yourself. All right. All right, let's go visit Yoda here. As you can see, Yoda is not with his balls today. He had some ball issues yesterday. He had balls all over him. John, Nevada is just a boring desert with a bunch of gambling places. Well, they definitely do like to gamble there in Sin City, don't they? Lavender, they've legalized every drug known to man in Oregon, so that's why you said Oregon. Gotcha. Gotcha. Don't forget, everybody, to vote for Yoda in 2024. He says he needs your votes. He appreciates your votes. He said he'll put a litter box in every home and he'll hang a mouse in every door. That's his promise to you, the people. Tranquil, John, you've watched some videos about Nevada. Part of it is beautiful. Oh, for sure, Tranquil, especially where you have, what is it? I think the Hoover Dam is in Nevada. You have some big lakes up in Nevada also. Lavender, you love Cannon Beach though, but it's not, but not Portland. Okay, I'm assuming that's a beach there, Lavender. Awesome that Yoda has your votes. Tranquil, you were gonna say Louisiana. Yeah, that Tranquil, exactly. That's why I said it can't be from the state though that you're in. Bruce, California, rent too high, some crime rate. Yep, definitely some issues there for sure. Hello there, EGB 2014. You had a cat that looks like this kitty here. Ran into your house and he randomly adopted him, but he ran away. Oh, sorry to hear that. Maybe they'll come back. What was the kitty's name? Did you give them a name? This is Yoda, by the way, EGB. Jennifer, did I hear? Did we? Yes. I'm assuming other has too. I did hear about the sad passing of James Earl Jones, Darth Vader, Mufasa, countless movies. Very good actor, awesome voice. Elizabeth, you've always wanted to go to Kentucky to see the Derby racing. Yes, Louise. Yeah, Tranquil. Yes. So, could you pick a different state, maybe? Lavender, it's a beautiful beach. Hello there, KT. How you doing? How you doing? You're not too late? Nah, you're good. You're good, KT. Bruce used to live in California. Uh, his name was Jack. The Void, he was a black cat with green eyes. Hello there, Gojo. How you doing, Gojo? Elizabeth, you would never recommend going to Philadelphia. How come? John, the Nevada desert isn't even pretty. Guess that's why they need gambling. You've been across the Hoover Dam, Lake Tahoe, been to Vegas. Well, 100% of this. I gotcha, John. Jennifer, some parts of Philly are very dangerous. True. Very true. One could say some parts of really any city that's big enough is dangerous. It really doesn't matter where you live or what city it is, I would say. You have the Philly cheesesteak right there in Philly, right? I'm sure there's, as you just said, Jennifer, lots of good food, I'm sure. Speaking of James Earl Jones, those who know James Earl Jones and those who have seen his movies, which I'm sure the majority of people probably have seen James Earl Jones movie. Do you have a favorite movie of his? If so, put it in the chat. Let's see what people say. Tranquil, John, people gamble there also. And you have riverboat gambling. Tranquil, have you ever been, speaking of just riverboat stuff, have you ever been on a riverboat before? I have not, and I think it would kind of cool to be on like a riverboat cruise or just some kind of riverboat. I just think that would be kind of a neat thing to do. John lived in Baltimore. Philly is double version. Ah, okay. Bruce, really? You never heard of James Earl Jones? Well, he voiced Darth Vader. He was the voice of Darth Vader. He voiced Mustafa in The Lion King. He's was in, gosh, so many movies. I'm not even remembering what they are, though. A lot, a ton. Hello there, Icon. How you doing? Tranquil, you know all about gambling. Your husband was addicted. I'm sorry to hear that, Tranquil. He would literally lose everything. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Tranquil. Um, my sister, she had a husband. Her first husband had a bit of a gambling issue, so I can understand that. Tranquil, you have been on a riverboat. What was it like? Good experience, bad experience, just unique, different? What would you say overall? Icon, I am doing fine. I hope you are too. Hope things are going well. Elizabeth, you've been on a ferry boat while driving for your two. Okay, okay, like one of those traveling things. You have to take a long ferry, Elizabeth, or is it a shorter ferry? Joe, you've been on a small barge on a canal. What canal? You know, one day it would be cool to go on a cruise ship that goes onto the Panama Canal. It goes through all those locks, I think they're called, and I just think it'd be a cool thing to kind of like sit through that and just watch them go through the Panama Canal with all the locks and everything. It's watching the water raise and the water lower and the ships going through it. They're just so tight; they have very small space. John, you gamble with your kitties who blinks when food is the winner. That's nice, John. That's cute. Lavender, your cat still has his top right side of his ear kind of lazy, and sometimes it folds down. It could be just in his breed, Lavender. Do you happen to know what kind of breed it was? Or it is, I should say, Lavender. Is it just a domestic short hair, or is it something different? Joe, your three kitties, including the big S, have been on the ferry from Bulgaria and Romania, and your two doggies. Is that a long trip they go on, Joe? Elizabeth, yes, you drive on the ferry crossing the Potomac River. That's in Virginia, right, Elizabeth? That used to be a clean river at one point in time. I've heard it's a very dirty river. Maybe they cleaned it up over the years now. Bruce, you've been on a boat in the middle in lake fishing. What lake did you go on, Bruce? Did you catch any fish? Jesse, what do you think about these cat DNA tests? Jesse, can you clarify or elaborate? I'm not sure what you mean by cat DNA tests. I'm not sure if I've heard of that. So what exactly is that? Joe, mostly driving, but you had to go on a ferry too. Elizabeth, West Virginia, West Virginia, Virginia, and Maryland. Okay. Bruce Isle, Bloomington, in Indiana, right? And you were getting cat. Did you catch catfish too? Joe, you've been on a small boat in Weymouth, and you loved it. I don't know if I'd want to be on a big, a little boat, to be honest with you. I'm not the biggest fan of water. I'm okay being on a big old cruise ship because it's gigantic, but I don't know about a small boat. KT, your granddad. Hold on, chat's going a little too fast. The granddad owned a marina, boats, and boats. Jennifer, you did a cat test. You're not sure how accurate it was, but it was interesting. Interesting. How much did it cost, Jennifer, if you don't mind me asking, if you don't mind saying? Bruce on a lake. Lavender, you're not sure because he's technically a stray, but you're taking care of him. All he knows is an orange tat. He's probably just a domestic short-haired lavender. Then he's just a basic domestic short hair. Um, John, you hear the USS United States is going to be is going to be a sunken reef. You were on the USS or the SS United States from England to New York in the 60s. Better than a ferry, 5 days across the Atlantic. You know, John, I would love to go across the Atlantic Ocean, you know, the transatlantic cruise. I think that'd be really cool. And I know there's only a few cruise ships that do something like that, but that'd be really cool, I think. Um, Bruce Lake, Bloomington is in Illinois. Okay, I just thought Bloomington, Indiana. There is a Bloomington in Indiana, right? Jennifer, you think it was normally 50, but you got it during Christmas, so it was a little bit of a special for $30. Okay. I don't know. I might look into that one day, but I know all of my cats are just mutts. They're just Heinz 57 ketchups. They're a mixture of a whole bunch of things. Especially Yoda here. Jesse, base pause. Base pause to tell your cat breeds. Oh, okay. Alright, we're going to say goodbye to Mr. Yoda and Mr. Tang. And we're going to go check out some of the females in the other room and Mr. Maximus. Alright, so say goodbye to these two. And we're going to go check out some other kitties in another room. Hello, Zelda. 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 Yes, Jesse Max is normally with the females because Jesse Max is like a little Casanova. He thinks he's a ladies' man, but all the ladies reject him. Hey, Zelda. So a little update with Zelda. As most of you know, she's been having a little bit of pooping issues. So we finally got the okay to give her a medication called Cisapride, which basically helps with like her gut motility. Kind of keeps things moving along the intestines. We started this since Saturday. She hasn't pooped, unfortunately, since Friday when she went to the vet to get an enema. Now, she does have an appointment on Wednesday at a specialist, like a specialty hospital, like an internal medicine, to get like a second opinion and to kind of do maybe a little bit more testing and just to get a second opinion on her situation overall. So that's kind of my Zelda update. You know, she's acting normal for the most part. You know, she's old. She has a bit of a limp sometimes. But, I mean, all things considered, she's acting pretty much her normal self. She's just not pooping as well. And it's frustrating. You know, it's like, you know, and you cat parents and cat cahoos, you know how this is. I mean, you do everything you can for these fur babies, for these kitties that you're entrusted, you know, as a guardian, as a caretaker, all that good stuff, right? And it's just difficult when it seems like there's nothing you can do but just wait, hope, and pray. You know, we know Zelda's 19. We know she's probably not going to be along that much longer. But, you know, whatever time we do have left with her, whether it's weeks, months, even maybe years still, we want to obviously make it the best that we possibly can and do everything we can for her. It's just one of those things. It's tough. And those who are not really cat parents or cat cahoos, they just consider themselves cat owners. I think maybe their mind frame is a little bit different. It's just not quite the same. So I think their understanding and the way they look at things are slightly different. That's why I never do use and hate the term owner. And I try to, you know, when somebody says, hey, yeah, I'm a cat owner, then I try to have a conversation with them and try to get them to look at it a different way. To me, a better way. Yeah, Joe, yes, Pandora was given Zelda a little bit of loving, which is a little unusual. I think that's because Pandora knows that Zelda is not quite herself. Because normally, make this a little brighter, screen a little brighter, so it was a little dark there. Normally, Pandora kind of picks on Zelda a little bit. Jennifer, you don't think you've ever had catfish? Me neither. I am not a fan of fish. The only fish I can tolerate with enough mayonnaise, mustard, and some onions is tuna fish. Albacore tuna fish, that's about it. Other types of fish, I can take a few bites. But then beyond those few bites, it's like, nah, I'm just sorry. Then I realize this is fishing and I can't continue to stomach it anymore. Lavender, yeah, the term cat owner just sounds like the cat is a slave or something, or like a piece of property, basically, is how I look at it. Elizabeth, years and years ago, you used to manage a rescue farm for cats and dogs in West Virginia. Awesome, Elizabeth. That's really cool. I'm sure you have a lot of interesting stories there, as far as that goes, Elizabeth. Lots to tell potentially for others. Jesse, I ruined tuna fish. Well, Jesse, what do you do with tuna fish? Just open up the can and eat it? Tranquil, you completely understand. Yep, with what I'm saying. Yep. Obviously, we're going to show all these kitties for a few minutes here and a few minutes there. Hello there, Sierra. Of course, I remember you. You were on just a day or two ago. I hope things are going well. I hope school is going well. Sierra, remember, I'm trying to remember. I think you're in school right now, but I don't remember the grade. It was like third grade or seventh grade or something, I think. So hopefully things have been going well with that. Jesse, yes, just add tuna with casserole. Tranquil, catfish is not very strong. It has a light tasting. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt I'll ever try it, Tranquil, but I never like to say never. I think people are foolish when they say never on anything, because you never know. Sierra, fourth grade. Okay. Gotcha. Jennifer, you're going to have to try it sometimes. You love fish. That's what you mostly eat. Okay. You prefer that over other meats? Hello, Pandora. What's up? Tranquil, you worked in a catfish restaurant. I'm sure you could tell some interesting stories about that too, Tranquil. On maybe one of your lives, you can talk about some of your experience. I think people would be interested in that. Elizabeth, you have a 2-year degree in animal sciences and had to give shots to newly adopted cats and dogs, plus deliver the animals to their new homes. Okay. How long did you do that, Elizabeth? Jesse, tuna with mac and cheese and mushroom soup. Interesting. Sierra, you love your kitties and you are a cat lover. Awesome. John, catfish has a unique flavor and texture. Some don't like it. Isn't catfish like considered what, like the bottom feeder of the sea or of the lake or whatever? Maybe that's where they get their fish. I don't know, or their fish, their taste, I should say. Lavender, is it okay to feed cats tuna fish on a regular basis? I don't feed your kitties. You don't feed your cats tuna fish on a regular basis, but I heard that if you feed tuna fish, Lavender, the problem with feeding, again, this depends on the cat, right? But overall, the problem with feeding a cat, any kind of fish, whether it's tuna fish or whether it's canned cat food that's fish, is like Bruce is saying there, mercury. You can also have too much taurine. It's really best, if possible, to have like a variety of food for them. It's not really good to keep on like one protein if possible. So tuna, like every so often, is okay. Every day, or maybe even every 2 or 3 days, is probably a bit much, unless it's just a very, very, very like small amount. Like we give these kitties like a little bit of tuna, very small amounts. Each gets like basically a few licks out of the can, and that's basically it. Elizabeth, catfish and tapil, is it tapilia, taplia, that tea fish are the bottom feeders. Gotcha. John, Elizabeth is amazing, has a lot of experience with animals, almost a jockey. Awesome. Well, I'm glad, Elizabeth. I'm glad you found this channel, or I'm sure I should rephrase that. I'm glad John recommended this channel for you. I always love to have those who have some experience and those who, you know about our feline companions. I like to have like kind of like a group that's smart, that's passionate, um, and that's excuse me, and that love their kitties. Tranquil. Farm raised catfish is feed grain. Okay. Like a pig or a cow. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Joe, you want to be a jockey until he got on the horse and was terrified, scared as heights. All right, let me check out the other cats here. It's going to get bright twice. Oh, this live here, I tell you, folks, this live is flying by. I mean, we're already at 40 minutes, so it's like, whew, I got to keep an eye on that time so I make sure everybody sees the kitties. Obviously, we'll get a little bit of Maximus here. And we'll get a little bit of Tine in all of her chunky glory. Tiny, you got a big behind, and we don't need to see it right now, honey. Tiny has a lot of junk in her trunk, as they used to say. I think that was like from the 90s, that reference. I don't think the kitties say that anymore, but maybe they do. Who knows? Bruce, you ate all kinds of fish, including shark. Elizabeth, you had swordfish. Huh. Lavender, great question. What do you think, folks? Do cats prefer seasons like humans do? I think they do. What does everybody else think? Do cats prefer seasons like humans do? They have preferred seasons. Jennifer, salmon is your favorite. I've had a few bites of salmon, but again, it starts to tastes like fish after a few bites, so I got to stop. Oreo loves wintertime. Joe think that they get on with all of it. Tranquil catfish were like any other animal. They know when it's feeding time. They come up at the top of the water waiting. Jennifer, you think that they mostly like spring and fall? That your girls like to sniff the scents of those seasons, and there definitely are a ton of scents. Max here is part dog, so he likes a lot of sniffing. He's been sneezing quite a bit recently. Elizabeth, your kitty likes summer the best. Tranquil, your kitties hate summer. That's probably because of the hot, right? Tranquil, the humidity, it just kind of feels miserable out there. Let's see, John, can I say that word? Chesapeake Bay. Yes, I can. Blue crabs, steamed and spiced, are the best, along with the steamed spiced Carolina shrimp. Doesn't Maximus here have such long whiskers? He says, I got long whiskers. And a crazy meow, or yawn. Lavender, smoked salmon is the best, but you live in the desert and your dad doesn't trust the seafood in stores because they told him that they don't even receive it. It's cold, it's better fresh. All right. We're going to say bye to Maximus here. We got a few other kitties here to say before we go visit the head lunatic known as Rosemary. Bye, Maxie. John, do I like local barbecue? I'm okay with barbecue. It doesn't have to be local, John. I'll be honest with you. Local doesn't really matter with me. Barbecue is barbecue. I don't eat it all that often. You're going to move away from seafood now. Tranquil Miracle has been running around the house jumping on high. He's been very cuddly. He's getting jealous, Tranquil, or he's having just a moment. The zippers, or the zoomies, I should say. Lavender Cajun chicken with rice. So good. What kind of rice? White rice, jasmine rice, brown rice? Say hello to the baby. John, what is my favorite food? I mean, honestly, John, I'm kind of boring. I mean, I can, I don't know. Spaghetti, I guess, is okay. Italian food. Um, my wife is ratting me out there. She just says milk and cheese. Yeah, I don't. I'm the kind of person, to be honest, if they could somehow create a pill that you could just take for your food, like a pill for like, your nutrition, like morning, night, afternoon, and that's all I'd have to do. I would be perfectly fine with just taking a pill. I'm not very, yeah. It's like I don't really have a favorite food. I just eat because I have to. Kind of boring when it comes to that. So I was like, eh. Elizabeth, has anybody had a Dutch baby pancake? I've never even heard of a Dutch baby pancake. Is it just a little tiny pancake that a Dutch person made? Or is it from Dutch? Like a little dollar pancake? Silver dollar pancake? Tranquil, the cooler weather has made him feel better. Awesome. Bruce, your favorite meal is veal, smashed, mashed potatoes and peas. Veal, isn't that Bruce? Is it veal? That's a baby, baby something, baby deer, is it? Jesse, I don't have to eat. You are right. I mean, technically, I don't have to eat. I just, I mean, I would wither away though pretty quickly, and that might be a problem. I couldn't do these lives, and I couldn't, love on these kitties. So yeah, I technically don't have to eat, but I just want to survive for very long though. Well, I could drink water. I could get going for a while. Baby deer. Okay. Jennifer, your favorite meal is a very simple one. Yep, basic comfort food. Grilled cheese, French fries, and a milkshake. Now, Jennifer, what kind of milkshake? We talking chocolate milkshake, strawberry milkshake, vanilla, vanilla milkshake? John, a food pill? Yes, of course. Yeah, I know. You have no words. What you eat defines who you are. I don't know. I don't know about that one, John. I'm not so sure. Elizabeth, no, it's huge, cooked in a cast iron skillet, and poofs up like a balloon. It tastes like a funnel cake with fruit on top. Oh, opposite of what I was thinking there. Um, Jennifer, vanilla or strawberry? Okay. Bruce, that's what you call deer meat. All right. All right, Pandora, you've been licking my hand here for a while, and it's starting to hurt a little bit with your rough tongue. But you don't care, do you? You're like, nope, I'm in a mode here. I'm going to just lick you. I need to tenderize you for my meal later tonight. And that's a joke, you two, by the way, so don't take it too serious. Tranquil, the weather is on. They are saying that it's going to come through late at night. It's unfortunate you won't be able to see what happens. Not Jennifer. Tranquil, when is that supposed to take place? KT venison is deer meat. Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't eat deer meat. I don't eat, I barely eat cow meat, I guess. I guess as my wife said, if I could just live on milk and cheese, I would. But unfortunately, I need a little bit more. Lavender, have you ever tried French dip? I have. It's okay, Lavender. My wife is a French dip person, but it's like to me, it's just It's kind of like meat that's a little chewy. French dip is, or the roast beef is a little chewy to me, and then it just like ruins bread because it soaks it. So it's like, I don't know, not really for me. Jesse, which do you think is rougher, a cat's tongue or sandpaper? Good question, Jesse. Really, I think a lot of cats' tongues are rougher than sandpaper, because they have all these hooks on their tongues, and depending on the cat and their tongue, some of them are a little bit more kind of rough, if you will, than others. So, some of our cats here have very soft tongues, and then ones like Pandora here has a very hard, rough tongue. Early Thursday morning, Tranquil is when that's supposed to take place. Okay. Tranquil, yes, I am getting a little bit of skin exfoliation for sure. I need to have that done on my face, though. All right, we're going to go downstairs. We're going to go see what the goofball, what's her face? Rosemary is doing. Say bye to Zelda, folks. Hopefully you'll be seeing Zelda quite a bit still. It's a bit dark in here. Sorry, folks, it's a little light now. Rosemary is inside because the door is closed. Joe, you're hungry now? You could have a light snack. Hello, kitten. Welcome back again. All right, time to time to stare at the little lunatic named Rosemary. John, grilled cheese, homemade cheese, one American slice, Munster, pepper jack, Jewish rye, grilled with European butter, huh? Fancy. On the outside. All right, that's quite a bit. I mean, I'd say for myself, cheese-wise, besides, those nasty, like, veiny cheeses, those, like, blue cheeses, I pretty much would go with any cheese, except for just those veiny cheese. Veiny cheese are just, they're too moldy. It's just literally like you're eating mold to me. I mean, it's basically, well, cheese is kind of mold anyways, isn't it? In a way. But that's just a little too much for me, that kind of cheese. Is that yours? Oh, you're stretching that magnificent body out, aren't you, honey? What's that? John, give you some extra creamy brie and you're in heaven. Is brie like a veiny cheese? Kitten, this is Rosemary. Rosemary is always hungry, or always acts like she's starving to death. She's our little 5.5 pound deaf kitty. Bruce, you love hot, spicy food. The hotter, the better. Bruce, have you ever tried like the world's hottest chocolate? Or like the, what are they, death peppers, gold peppers, what are those things called? I can't think of them right now. Joe, how can I not love food? Well, I mean, I love some food, I guess, but I don't know. It's just food to me. Yeah, ghost peppers, that's what I was thinking. Thank you. Bruce, have you ever seen the YouTube show, what is it called? Hot Ones, I think. Have you ever heard of that show, Bruce? Hot Ones? Joe, I pretty much do my own cooking. My wife pretty much does her own cooking too, because we kind of eat different things. Not John, Bruce, you never heard of it? So, Bruce, sometime, whenever you have an opportunity, and write this down, I don't know, maybe just write it down. There's a YouTube channel, and I think it's called just Hot Ones, just HOT, ones, ONES. And it's a guy who brings on guests, and all they do is they eat like hot, like spicy, like chicken wings, but like different spices on them. So it's kind of an entertaining show and has like different types of, heat that are added to the chicken wings. So I think you might get a kick out of that show. Tranquil Joe, you're obsessed with food. You love to watch cooking shows. Used to eat out all the time. Always trying somewhere new. Rosie. KT, you're also a foodie. Lavender, I'm having, I just had leftover lasagna. That'll be it for a while for me. Hello there, Judy. How you doing? How you doing? Judy, we got a few minutes here. Appreciate you popping in. Just in time to see little old Rosemary here. Lavender, it turned into a food live, but that's cool. I don't mind. It can't always be about cats. I mean, to me, you can look at the cats and then you can, talk about different things. Jesse, on Google, it says Pepper X is the hottest pepper in the world. I'm not sure if that's an actual pepper, Jesse. I think that's like a spray, isn't it? Like a pepper spray, but not an actual pepper. It's like chemicals, basically, or synthetic stuff, like something made out of a lab. I think. John, for sure. All lives definitely, they have their own kind of like, path, if you will. And I think if you try to kind of control where they go, sometimes it doesn't really work. Tranquil, Jesse, you like spicy, but you're not brave enough to try the ghost pepper. KT, parrots cannot taste heat in hot peppers. Interesting. Now, I'm assuming cats can, right? Because I think they say cats can have like heat or spice with their taste buds. They just supposedly can't taste sweets. Now, I will say overall, Rosemary's for the most part been doing fairly well. She's been a little bit more picky recently about eating her food. Normally she gobbles it up, but recently she's been taking her time eating her food a little bit. Lavender, you're trying to build up your spice tolerance to be more adventurous with foods from different cultures. KT, yes, cats and dogs will get the heat from the hot peppers. You doubt that they would eat them. Yeah, you're right. They'd probably want to be. Well, I don't know. I mean, some dogs. I'm not so sure about that. Nothing against dogs, but I think sometimes dogs will eat just about anything. From inedible objects to edible objects to some interesting things, and I'll leave it at that. We're going to hang out here for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to start to wrap it up. Judy, you're well? It's okay. Rosie. Rosie. That's true. You've heard dogs. So you've had two doggies and they eat anything they see. Yes. And in my old times in animal hospitals, when dogs come in and they got to have surgeries because they've eaten something, you would be absolutely shocked, or maybe not shocked, on some of the stuff that came out of their bellies. Hey, purr purr. John, you're liking that spicy heat also. You have seasons beyond ghost peppers, like the Carolina Reaper. Goodness. All right, well, I'm going to start wrapping this up. I hope you all had a good time with this live as always. I appreciate y'all hanging out here. Lavender, real quickly, what is the favorite job that I've worked? Probably working in physical therapy, Lavender. So working in the medical field. That's why I plan on getting back into the medical field once I'm done with school. All right. So, anyways, let me start saying my goodbyes to all. Lavender, Icon, Bruce, Tranquil, Judy, KT, Gojo, Jennifer, Elizabeth, Joe. Trying to just kind of scroll back in the chat, make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. I don't think I am. If I am and you want to put your name down there, Kitten, feel free to. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care. God bless. Remember, always adopt an older cat if you're thinking of adopting. As always, please speak up for those who cannot, and we will be back. Me, Rosemary, and the others. Tomorrow, Tranquil, how many jobs have I had? A lot, Tranquil. I can talk about more about that tomorrow, Tranquil. It's quite a few. It is quite a few. I've had some long careers, but I've also had some short things. So I can talk about that more tomorrow, Tranquil, if you don't mind, if you're good. But anyways, on that note, God bless, take care, and we will see you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, all.